Right. Shalom. I want to give all praises. Yes, no. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, this is Amma 1 from the Great Millstone Campaign in Trinidad. Come to do our next lesson through the Spirit. As you can see, the name of the lesson is Esau no new devil. You understand? This so-called white man is not some new devil who just jump out of the woodwork. This man been the devil for the longest, you know. And I was just doing some reading there now, right? And it's Revelation 20 verse 1. It says, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old, you see the way the scripture call him the old serpent. Alright? That old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Alright? The old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. That's when the so-called white man went up into the caves over there in Europe. You know, I don't want to stand for the phone number, so I'll kind of switch it from hand to hand ever so often. But the so-called white man, you know, knew that we right now we lost our heritage and we now learning how to be back Israelites. You understand? But this white man, he always been the devil. It's just that he went into captivity for a while. What the scripture say, from the time he come back out, he go and deceive again, because that's all he know to do is deceive. You understand? And be rebellious. You understand? And he been rebellious from day one. And look at what the scripture call being a rebel. Alright? Being a rebel is. The scripture say being a rebel. First Samuel chapter 15. Verse 23. It says, "For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as the sin of stubbornness is as the iniquity of idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king." So rebellion is like the sin of witchcraft, to be a rebel. Alright? So this so-called white man been a rebel. He been a rebel. And he will always continue to be a rebel, because he don't want no fucking order. You know, he have no order. He's just a beast. You know, he's just some beast who just come out of a cave and trying to be civilized. But this man had no order, and he never had order. That's why now we go into the history of the devil. Alright, you're jumping all the way back to Genesis now. You gotta understand this one thing, that the laws of the Most High, alright, was always here. Alright, the laws of the Most High was always here. These Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. "And the Lord power formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." And the breath of the Most High is wisdom. Alright, and the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the laws. And if you fear the Lord, you will keep his commandments, laws, and statutes. Alright, so now you're going to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 verse 24. "For wisdom is more moving than any motion, she passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath and power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. Alright, so that is what wisdom is, okay? So now, the Most High, what you don't understand is this. The so-called white man came from Adam, alright, as Cain, alright? But since before Cain, he was the serpent to beguile Eve, alright? Now, when he come as Cain now, what went on? What went on when that spirit was on the serpent was on Cain? Was Cain, right? What went on? He killed your own brother. He was rebellious. He was deceptive. Alright? That's why the scriptures also call him the old serpent. He's that same serpent from the garden. The so-called white man. And he's not a new devil who just appeared from the bush. He always been a fucking wrong being the devil. You know? But I'm gonna stay on point, right? So the breath of the Most High is wisdom, alright? And the wisdom, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, alright? And this is what um, Solomon concluded in Songs, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Alright, so now what is the fear of the Most High? The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. Again, I did this. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools will despise wisdom and instruction. Alright? Fools will despise wisdom and instruction, but the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So now, seeing that Adam, alright, when we go back to Genesis 2, the Most High breathed into Adam the breath of life. Alright? And that is how Adam became alive, meaning Adam was done alive, but the Most High put the understanding in Adam, teaching him the ways, how to walk, how to operate as a man, as an upstanding and a moral man in society, meaning he taught Adam his laws orally. Alright? He taught Adam his laws in an oral way. So Adam now would operate morally on the earth as a upright man. You see? So now going back to the laws, alright, when you read the laws, this Deuteronomy chapter just bear with me a little bit. Chapter 6 verse 5, right? This part of this is the law. This Adam would I know, obviously. And thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. Alright, so now Adam would have teach his children what the Most High tell him, you know, unto thy children, and shall talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Alright, so you had them, you keep going over it, rehearsing the laws. So Adam would have must, because this is a part of the law, Adam would have must talk these things among his children. Alright? Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 9. It says, only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, unless they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. Alright? Teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. So keep teaching the word of the, keep rehearsing the laws of the Lord. You know, so that before you forget it, you keep rehearsing it. So now that Adam had it, Adam would have teach Cain it. Alright? Cain would have, but Cain was rebellious. So now, uh, Abel kept it. Alright? Abel kept the laws of the Most High. And the reason why Abel brought the righteous sacrifice, because it goes back to the laws of the Most High, what he had to sacrifice before the Most High. Alright? So now, one of the laws of the Most High also is this. Showing you, I just breaking it down, going back in the history to show you this white man been a fucking devil and a rebellious man from the start. He don't respect nobody. Alright, this is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. It says, When Yahweh thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites. Now, when you look up the meaning of the, when you go into who the Hittites is, I'll go into that just now. And the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yahweh thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Hear why? For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of Yahweh be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. Alright? So the Most High say what? Don't marry these fucking other nations, but these are specific nations. These is the nations we are called the Canaanites, where we was going on, Israelites was going and take over that land and live in it. Most I say don't marry to them, don't make no covenant or no league with them. Kill every last one. Alright, break down the altars and whatnot. Okay? Now, seeing that the laws, seeing this is a part of the law, hence the reason why, now, you go find now, this man, our father Abraham, when he was looking for a wife for his son, this is what he said. It's Genesis chapter 24, verse 1. It says, And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and Yahweh had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all the land, over all that he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my right thigh, and I will make thee swear by Yahweh, the power of heaven and the power of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites among whom I dwell. Because Abraham at that time was in the land of the Canaanites, which the Most High promised him. You know? So he said, don't take a daughter of a wife of the daughters of Canaan from a son. Because why? It's going back to the law. Because now when you read Genesis 26 and verse 5, it says, Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Alright? Showing you that the laws was always there. Since before Moses gave on the tablet of stone, the laws was always there. That is what the Most High breathed into Adam, and it brought Adam to life, meaning Adam was walking uprightly. You understand? The Most High literally gave us life, and then he breathed into Adam, that man, which was Yahweh Shai reincarnation. He breathed into him the words, the righteousness, the ways of life on the earth. This is why scripture say in Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 17. I'm gonna get it. It says, no, verse 15. It says, see, I have set before thee this day, alright, life and good. Alright, so the scripture saying life and good, death, evil, just know, life and good, death and evil, that I command thee this day, to love Yahweh thy power, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply, and Yahweh thy power shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. So the laws is what Adam was learning, and it was bringing him to life, because the laws, when you read Deuteronomy chapter 4, I hope you're following. I'm just breaking it down to show you. Alright, Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5, it says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. So that is the wisdom. That is what brought we to life, you know. So the laws, it was always there. All these things we're reading here, these men and them did know. Adam did know. You know, Adam had already known it. Abraham and all did know it. Hence the reason why Abraham now come and make his eldest servant swear not to take a wife of the Canaanites for his son. I read it over, Genesis 24 verse 1. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and Yahweh blessed Abraham in all things, right? And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all that he had, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh. Alright, and I will make thee swear by Yahweh, the power of heaven and the power of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell, but thou shalt go unto my country and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac. Alright, don't deal with these Canaanites, because these Canaanites is some vile, disgusting ass people. Alright, and I will read that just now. This Genesis chapter 10, verse, I'll read from verse 6. It says, and the sons of Ham, alright, Cush, alright, Ham, which was our son of Noah, Cush and Mizraim and Put and Canaan. Alright, Hamites. Don't take no fucking Hamite dog. This is what Abraham basically saying. Don't take no Hamite dog for my son, because it goes back to the law. Abraham, remember, now read, Abraham kept the laws, the statutes and commandments. Alright, scripture say that. So now it say Canaan, alright, which was a son of Ham, which Ham was a son of Noah, which Ham was a survivor of the flood. And the sons of Cush, Seba and Havilah and Sabta and Raamah and Sabteka. And the sons of Raamah, Sheba and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord, before Yahweh. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before Yahweh. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel and Erech and Akkad and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, and built Nineveh and the city of Rehoboth, and Calah, and Resen between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. And Mizraim, which is a son of Ham, which is a son of Ham, is where the Egyptians come from, begat Ludim and Anamim and Lehabim and Naphtuhim and Patrusim and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim, which is the Philistines, and Caphtorim, which Israel used to always fight against the Philistines, And Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth. Now remember that name Heth, alright? And the Jebusites, and the Amorites, and the Girgashites, and the Hivites, and the Arkites, and the Sinites, and the Arvadites, and the Zemarites, and the Hamathite, afterward with the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. So it had a whole lot of Canaanites just spread abroad. That a lot of them dwelling in the land of what we know today as Israel, but then a lot of them who spread abroad over there in the east, right? Mainly in the Middle East, right? So now all these nations are now called. You can read about in Deuteronomy chapter 7, what you now read. And the Most High said, don't take no wife don't marry into these nations. It says, Deuteronomy 7 and 1, and read it again. When Yahweh thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hast cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, alright? The Hittites is Het, the children of Het, alright? Like the children of Het who I now tell you, remember, alright? The Hittites, alright? And the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And they say, the Most High say, to do make no covenant with them, to show them no mercy, to marry them, to give a daughter to the sons, to take their daughters to your sons, to meddle with these people. So now, seeing that these men and them had the laws, and according to the law, they're supposed to teach the sons and the sons' sons and the sons' sons. Let's bear with me there a little bit. They're supposed to teach the sons and the sons' sons and the sons' sons. Abraham sent for a wife from his own people for his son Isaac. Alright? Abraham sent for a wife from his own people for his son Isaac. Now, when Abraham's son Isaac made children, right? His children now was Jacob and Esau, twin brothers. Alright? That was Abraham's children. Not Abraham, Isaac's children. Now, Isaac, according to the law, would obviously teach his children, just as the scriptures say, not to go and get no wives of the daughters of Ham, of the daughters of Canaan. Alright? That was Isaac would have teach his children. But let me see what this fucking devil called Esau do. I'm gonna find it. Alright, find it. Because as I say, he rebellious, right? This devil called Esau is just a rebellious bastard. So I read from Genesis 26, verse 27. I read from 32, Genesis 26, 32. Alright, and it says, and it came to pass in the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well which they have digged, and said unto him, we have found water, and he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and Rebekah, because they're like, yo, you're not supposed to do that, but this devil don't care. Because going back to the law, you're not supposed to take no wife of these nations. But Esau just didn't meddle at that time. He don't care about nothing since back then. And the reason why the scripture call him the old serpent, the devil, Satan. And now read the law that you're not supposed to take the wives, these people, daughters to wife. The Most High say that in the law. That is why when you read Genesis 24:1, the Most High make the eldest, not the Most High, Abraham make the eldest servant in the house, put his hand under his thigh and swear that when I die, you're not going to take no Hamite for my son to marry, or to give my son no Hamite to wife. Go and get a wife of these other go and get a wife of these of the people of my own people. Go and get a wife of my own people. But Esau, does he care about that? He don't care about that. He didn't care about that. What will he do? He went and he take fucking Hamites to wife. This man been the devil and rebellious from since then, and as I read the scripture, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. He would have know this law. He would have must know this law, the law not to take the Hamites to wife. He went and do it anyways. You see? Now, these Genesis chapter 28, verse 1, it says, And Isaac called Jacob, and blessed him, and charged him, and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. You see again? You ain't supposed to take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. GMS punish the wicked. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. You see, Isaac called Jacob and tell Jacob, don't take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. It's the same thing, because going back to the Lord, Deuteronomy 7 verse 3, 4 and 5. Don't take no wife of these Hamite daughters, these Canaanite women. But Esau, did he fucking care? No, he didn't care. He went and take a wife, knowing the law, and don't give a shit, because he's the devil. The Bible speaks. This man is the devil from... He's not a new devil. He's an old fucking devil. You see? It says, Arise, go to Padanaram, to the... Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. This man is the devil from day one. You know? It says, Genesis 28:1, And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him, and charged him, and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Because, as I said, I'll go back to the law. Arise, go to Padanaram, to the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother. Alright? So now when you read Genesis chapter 27, verse 45, it says, this Rebekah telling Jacob to flee from Esau because he was looking to kill him. Alright? Genesis 27, I read from 43. It says, Now therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise, flee thou unto Laban my brother, to Haran, and tarry with him a few days, until thy brother's fury turn away, until thy brother's anger can. Revelation 12 verse 9. We get that just now. Until thy brother's anger, alright, turn away from thee, and he forget. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah, Rakah, Kwadash Rakah, Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. Until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him. Then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you, both in one day? And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. You see? Can. John 10:10, the thief cometh not but for to kill and to steal and to destroy. Can you see what Rebecca say? She weary of she life. Meaning these women, these daughters are Het. Who is the Hittites? Who is the people who the Most High have any law to tell Israel don't marry them too, don't get married into. Esau didn't meddle, he didn't care. He went and he get married into them. His wife, his mother complaining about it now. What was she telling she husband? Rebecca said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Het. Alright? Can. Obadiah verse 10. Such as these which are the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do to me? So she like, what good my life going to do to me? You know, what is the good of my life? Because my son disrespectful basically. He saw he was a fucking nigga. He's a nigga, boy. The scripture say, honor thy mother and thy father, that thy days may be long upon the land, but Esau don't meddle about that. He just want to do his own thing, and look, there is a perfect example of him doing his own thing. Exodus chapter 11 verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that he may know how that the Lord had put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Yeah. There was a difference between we. Them Egyptians is fucking Hamite dogs. Them ain't supposed to be mingling with we ain't supposed to be mingling with them going back to the law, but Esau don't meddle about that. Since back then he didn't care about that. You know? Since back then he didn't care about that. Now let me get them two precepts with the brother Sunday. This is Genesis, Revelation chapter 12 verse 9, and it reads, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. That the precept I read in the earliest. You know, the old serpent, because he going back to all the way back then. All the way back in the garden. Alright? He was the man, that devil child, that rebellious bastard, which is the devil, alright, called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And that is the times you go and come into. That is the times you live in when this prophecy go and take place. Because you Christians believe this prophecy already happened. No, it's going on happen. This is prophecy. This is not Satan getting kicked out of heaven and going into the pits of hell with a pitchfork and he just you know you know that? No, that not talking about that. They're talking about this white man getting kicked out a power seat. That is all they're talking about. You know? We'll get some precepts of the common body. It's no, eh? It says, I'll read Rab Mayam, Israelite foreigners. Psalm 7 verse 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. Alright, but as he he ain't no new devil. He the same old devil from the beginning. Yeah, that's the same old demon, fucking white man from day one. You know, Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Alright? For one morsel of meat he sell his birthright, because why? He don't have no backbone now, right? He can't grind it out. He didn't have no faith in the Lord either. All he wanted it is now. He wanted now. Give him it fast. You know? Instead of he had faith in the Lord and say, you know what, boy, this birthright mean more to me than, hey, how should I say? Life is more than meat. You know? How should I say that? Instead of you hold it out and say, you know what, the Lord go help me out through whatever endeavor into a hungry here, but My birthright worth more than that. He white fast, so you know what? F this birthright. Give me food. That's how he is. You can't trust in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because the scripture call him profane, and the word profane mean one outside the temple. He outside the temple of the Lord. That is who Esau is. You understand? So going back now to these Canaanites and them, these dogs, why the Most High say, don't take no wife for these people and them. Then you read Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12. Let me get it. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 verse 1. It says, for thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. Alright. Therefore, chastenest thou them little by little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O Lord. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land. And who is that? Who is the old inhabitants of the holy land? These Canaanites, the Hivites, the Perizzites, the Girgashites, the Jebusites. You know, all of them. By the hands of our forefathers. You know, Joshua and Caleb and the other Israelite men who went and destroyed these fucking demonic Hamites. Going on. And here what they used to do in the land. It says, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh, and the feasts of blood, with their priests out in the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of help. So that is what these freaking Hamites used to be doing in the Holy Land. And that is what it was doing. That is the works, the men of the Lord back then was wrong. Like Isaac, Abraham, before we get the land, before we went into Egypt, these Hamites, they were always doing this freaking witchcraft, sacrificing the children. All of that folly was going on. That is what they was into. And the Most High tell we, don't go and marry these people and them. You see what them doing? That is what them was into. Esau didn't care about that. He went and do it regardless. Because he is the devil the Bible speaks of. Yeah, hey, look this precept here. 1 John chapter 3 verse 10. In this the children of Yahweh are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doth not righteousness is not of Yahweh, neither he that loveth not his brother. You see? So yeah, again, you have to love your brother sincere, out of a sincere heart. That one. And Esau didn't love his brother. What Esau do his brother? When he was Cain. And what he do his brother when he was Esau? Alright? What he do his brother when he was Esau? What he do his brother when he was Cain? He killed his brother when he was Cain, and it's the same thing. As Jacob do what he do, Esau said, the days of the morning for my father are at hand, and then will I rise up and slay my brother. Same fucking spirit in this man. And now you niggas, all you want to come and trust this man. This man is not to be trusted. He's the devil, but he is to just put in a cage. And that is what we're going to do. Put him in a friggin' cage, because that is all he know. That is all he's supposed to know. He's not supposed to be outside running free. These white people ain't supposed to be outside running free. Supposed to be locked up in a blasted cage somewhere. This Job chapter 20. Psalms, Rab Mayam, Israelite foreigners, Psalms 34 verse 16. The face of Yahweh is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Yeah, and that is what go on with you Edomites. All you go and get cut off from the earth because you see, rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, and you rebelled against the Most High by doing all the things that the Most High say not to do. You do it. You didn't care. You don't care. You don't have the fear of the Lord in you. And that's what I was getting into earlier. You understand? You don't have the fear of the Lord in you. These Job 20 verse. I read from 7. It says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. That's talking about you so-called white people. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. So you know what I mean? After you get exterminated, it's going to be like you ruling over you was like a dream. What? This man was ruling over we. When we have us in slavery, 500 years down the line, and you still have our next 500 years to go. You're going to be like, this man was really ruling over we, right? You know? That's how it's going to be. And then after the next 500 years, the 1,000 years fulfilled, we want to gather you all up and burn every last Edomite. Every last Edomite. Alright? It says, Obadiah verse 18. Matter of fact, let me get that. I will come back to the Job. No, only have one hand because I had to hold this phone already. Bear with me, I get it. This is Obadiah chapter verse 18. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Alright? And they shall kindle in them, and shall devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had spoken it. And that is what going on come. Every last Edomite go and be burnt. Stubble, I believe, if I'm mistaken, is like hay. You know, something that could easily catch a fire. Let me look it up here on my tablet. Every last fucking Edomite devil, from baby to big man, go and be burnt. Will most definitely be burnt. This thing, is that way? There's no way. I ain't getting through it. I think giving trouble. Well, yeah, but that will go on with Esau. Ultimately, all you're gonna be burnt up. So jumping back in the Job. Job 20 verse 8. It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Alright, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. So it didn't go on. Alright, the land of Esau, which is south of Judah, alright, it didn't go and have no place for you white people. No, that go and be Israel's portion. You understand? Didn't go and have no land. Because all ain't going to need land, because all ain't going to be around for any land. And it's a just punishment. You know? It says his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. And you're going to give you back everything you took from us. And right now you're seeking to please me by trying your best to say, I didn't do it. It's my forefathers, and you know, you're looking for mercy from me. You might try and help a poor Jake, and yo, all that bullshit ain't going and fucking get you saved. Or you ain't going and let me stop putting your ass in slavery. You're going and go in slavery. Alright? They're going and going slavery. Got the precepts just now. So like, it says it says his bones are full of the sin of his youth. So showing you that this is not no fucking new devil. This is not no new devil. His bones are full of the sin of his youth. So since back then when he was that old serpent, Cain, Esau, all of them wicked niggas and them can't reincarnation. He full of that sin. He bones full of that sin. This is a old devil. It's not no new devil come up. No newly pop up. No. And you know what this devil going on do? This devil going and look to bring in a RFID microchip. That is what he go and do. And don't put it past him because he mind stuck on being God on the earth. That is all he mind stuck on. He mind and stuck on trying to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh and no. He mind stuck on being a God. So what will give him the ultimate power? A RFID microchip. You see? It says his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Alright? It says, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. And that will go into what? The Illuminati that he have. He hiding it. He's speaking the wickedness, but he hiding it. He doing it in secret. You know? Though he spare it and forsake it not. Can look, the brother put up the definition for stubble. Straw. You know, as dry. So now when you light that go and burn and not fucking stop burn. And that is where you so-called white people go and be stubborn. Or you go and catch a fire or you go and come out from that. All you so-called white people go and be destroyed. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15. That which is been is now, and that which is to be had already been, and Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh required that which is past. So all the wickedness you're doing in the past, alright, Antiochus Epiphanes and Herod, alright, and all you Greco-Roman rulers going back to the time when, as you read in First Ezra, the 4th chapter, I believe the 45th verse, it says the Edomites burned down the temple. Alright, when you go back to when we came out of the land of Egypt, alright, and all the attack we was looking to kill we, was killing we out, and we had to fight against all ya, and the Most High make it a law that Amalek going and be destroyed forever and ever off the face of the earth. Payback is coming to you, mother Edomites. You understand? The brother of JMS punished the wicked. Psalms 55 verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. You know? And that is how this devil does operate. When you read about Antiochus, this devil Epiphanes, which was an Edomite, alright, from the Seleucid dynasty. Alright, this is Daniel chapter 8. I'll read from verse 24. It says, and his power, this is talking about Antiochus Epiphanes, right? The fourth. Alright. It says, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. He shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. So now, by peace, he go and destroy many, the scripture say. By peace, by saying peace, 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 he go and destroy many. You understand? That's how he does operate. So back in Psalms 55 verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So he coming and talking smooth, smooth, smooth. Yeah, I love all yeah. Yeah, that's how the devil does operate. And you niggers and spicks and Native Americans, well, you're getting caught with that. Well, you're getting caught up with that. That man don't like nobody, boy. He don't like nobody, yeah. He don't even like your own people, yeah. He put your own people under bondage, yeah, when he's supposed to help them and make them live good. So why you would trust in a man like that, by trusting Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai? That's the only person who going and deliver we and save we and keep we and protect we and put we under his wings and shield we from the sword, alright, of the wicked. Alright? Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. This devil don't like none of us. You know? I read them two precepts where the brother put up there. Numbers 24:20. Numbers chapter 24 verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. You understand? So you so-called Amalekites. Who is you Amalekites? Who? Well, it's Edomites. Alright? When you read Genesis 36, you will see Amalek was a son of Esau. So now this is Exodus chapter 16, I believe, right? Or 17. 17. Exodus 17 verse 8. It says, Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim, and Moses said unto Joshua, Choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand at the top of the mount with the rod of the Most High in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hand were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi, as they say, which is Yahweh. I will look up the word where it says Nissi. For he said, because Yahweh had sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Alright? From generation to generation. You go to war with Amalek. We'll get them two precepts there. These what Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16. We'll just get our precept there. Sirach 12 and 16. It reads, An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. Yeah, that is. If they're not talking about the so-called white man, well then who he talking about? Who? That Esau, right? That's how he just come, by. You know, you will try to be a friend for how long? But I was watching some videos today earlier on. Like the if Jake, all Jakes who living in America, tell yourself, let me buy plane tickets and go back to Israel, Esau would block them. Esau would block, he don't want them to go nowhere. You understand? He don't want them to leave America. He want them to stay right there. He will kill you and shoot you down in the streets, and then want you to stay right there. Tell yourself you might come. Can't. More subtle than any beast of the field. Tell yourself he go come smooth and you know, he polite and he kind, that fucking man and kind, but he's a devil, boy. A devil, boy. He says, imagine it how to throw thee into a pit, he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And yo, the tongue I living in, I will always say that. It had natives here, alright, who they would call the Caribs and the Arawaks. And the tongue I living in is called Sangre Grande. Sangre meaning blood, grande is big. That is Spanish, two Spanish words, Sangre Grande. Alright, so now, big blood, alright, because it had a big bloodshed of natives who used to live here, Carib and Arawaks, on this very same soil. And who shed the blood? The fucking white man. Hence the reason why they call the tongue Sangre Grande. You know? Khan, Esau has to pay. Man have to pay. You know? So I'll get that precept in Jeremiah 17 verse 5. Khan, you had to pay with the blood. Jeremiah 17 verse 5 is Jeremiah 17 verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. And that is what's going on with you Jakes. Oh, you're cursed. And what is the curse? The curse is in Zechariah. Yes, no. Bear with me a little bit. Only one hand and a half. Can. Numbers 33, 35, 33, that a big precept. You say blood is defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him that shed it. Alright? I'll try and quote it verbatim. You shall not defile the land wherein you dwell, for blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him that shed it. Roughly paraphrasing. But I'll get it just now. Tawada for the precepts aki, I was looking for the scripture say the curse, right? These it say cursed be the man that trusteth in man. So these Zechariah 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. Now this flying roll was a so-called UFO, a chariot of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because this vision happened thousands of years ago where airplanes didn't exist. So now, what the hell Zechariah could be seeing? What the hell Zechariah could be seeing? To say see a flying roll, a so-called UFO. Alright? I see a flying roll, the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then he said unto me, this is the curse. This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. So, he say, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. This is ultimately what's going to happen to you fucking jakes. You see them so-called UFOs, the laser beams from them, it coming to zap every last one of you who trusting in the so-called white man and the philosophies. You understand? It says, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side, according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side, according to it. You understand? So everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side, and according to it, and everyone that sweareth going to be cut off on that side, according to it. Because that is the curse. Isaiah 26:20. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 20, it says, come, my people, enter thou into my chambers, into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself, as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. And that is the chariots where we going into, you understand? When we get beamed up, you know, when we get beamed up, that the chariots. You understand? It says, for behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place. For behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth. And that will go on with 2/3. Them going to be punished. But the ones who entered into the chambers of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai is the ones who going to be delivered. You know? What you say, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, for a little time, because the destruction going to happen what, in 1 hour. The scripture say in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught. And we're going to go on with the 2/3, they're going to be a part of the curse. Because I know reading Zechariah, the scripture said this is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth. It says, for behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. You understand? Shall no more cover her slain. Kanak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatam, to all Yakim, to order for the precepts. Can I get all the precepts, the real precepts on the coming board tonight? But to water, you know? Isaiah 66 verse 15. I'll get that one. Isaiah 66 15. It says, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai shall be many. Alright? The slain of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai shall be many, you know? So, you Edomites, all you, go in and get caught up. And the scripture say, he that is joined unto them shall be thrust through them. I'm going to get that precept there quick. Isaiah chapter 13 verse 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So any jakes out there who trust in this white man and his ways and his philosophies, all you going dead. Didn't go on no life for it. No life in Esau. Esau is the man of sin, and the wages of sin is death. So all you're going to do is follow the ways of death. You understand? That is all you're going to do. Follow the ways of death. And that is all you're doing, following the ways of death. Let's go and grab one quick precept there in Numbers 35, 33. So, it's Numbers chapter 35 verse 33, and it reads, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed, but by the blood of him that shed it. So that is the only how the land can be cleansed. You understand? That is the only how can. Let me continue pushing now. Let's continue to push. We can't stop push. We can't stop push. We have to push this word. Scripture say, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. You know, we had to keep pushing this word. You know, but blood, it defiled the land. So big blood, yo, this land been defiled by the blood of the Israelites, defiled by the hands of Esau, by spilling the blood of the Israelites on it. So now, you so-called white people, all your blood had a spill. All you spill the blood the Israelites, over here, or let's spill the blood of the Israelites over in the states. This is Revelation chapter 18. No, not 18. Revelation chapter 17, verse 6. It says, "And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration." And the woman right there, when you jump to verse 18, "And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth." So that woman is America. And it was drunken with the blood of these, because that is what America do. It kill the people of the Most High. Alright? Revelation chapter 18 verse 24. "And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of saints and of all that was slain upon the earth." You so-called white people again, America, is the ones responsible for all the death happening and the killings of the Most High people, from the Gadites, the Reubenites, Issacharites, Levites, Benjamites, Judites, all yeah, is the ones who responsible for killing all the Most High people. America is the ones doing that. Nahum 3 and 1, and then Micah 2 and 2. I'm going to get them two precepts there quick. This is Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not." The bloody city, which is where America. That is the bloody city. It's full of blood. Full of bloodshed. And all that bloodshed going on return upon you Edomites. Because it's according to the law. That is according to the law. This Genesis chapter 9 verse 6. It says, "Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of the Most High made he man." And he saw you been shedding blood. How much people you kill? This is Micah chapter 2 verse 2. It reads, "What and they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house, yea, even a man and his heritage." Alright? Now all you so-called white people capable of doing. You understand? Yeah, Esau went over the punishment limit. He went overboard. He is the devil. That man is the devil, boy. If you're looking for the devil, still you're blind. The so-called white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? And this, yeah, can't they're still doing it. They're still going over the punishment limit. They ain't stopping. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore the hearts in the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. So jump into Habakkuk 2 and 12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a tongue with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity." And that is America. Sangre Grande. Big blood, they call the place. England, Jamaica, alright? Where it had slavery. Netherlands, all these places where it had all these slaves. Where Esau built up the empire. The blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites. The Most High going require these things at your hand. The Most High going require these things at your hand. So now I will get Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47. Verse 3, and I will just keep reading. Matter of fact, I was from 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." And it talking about The virgin daughter of Babylon. It ain't talking about just Babylon. Because Babylon is Babylon, but this is the daughter of Babylon. So now the scriptures mention, talk about the daughter of Babylon. And you could find that in Psalms 137. Psalms 137 verse 7, it says, Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, Raise it, raise it. Now when you look up that word raise it, it means destroy it, destroy it, like erase it, wipe it off the face of the earth, even to the foundation thereof. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. So Esau is the daughter of Babylon. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. And that is when we give you power. We want freaking reward you as you rewarded us. You know? Happy shall he be that take it and dash it thy little ones against the stones. So now when you go into Isaiah 47 verse 1, it says, Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Why is a virgin? Because it never been touched by any major war. You know? Nothing never touched it. There is America. The virgin daughter of Babylon, the Edomites. The Edomite empire, which never been touched by no war. America. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the ties, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the ties, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. And that is how Yahushua coming back. He's not coming back as no man. He came as a man once, and you put him to death. This time you can't do that. He's immortal now. He coming back to bring this judgment down on you so-called white people. You understand? As for Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Alright? Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and have given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Right? You didn't show me no mercy. And the scripture says in James 2 and 13, you will have judgment without mercy to those who showed no mercy. So the Most High going to have no mercy on all you when he bringing down the hammer on all your Edomites. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, because you had old jakes out there in slavery, working, and even all now. You understand? You had jakes working up to 70, 65. When them supposed to be in the house, you had them out there grinding, because why? More money. You could tax them still, you fucking devil, boy. You fucking devil, boy. It says, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou dost not lay these things to thy heart, because it's so proud now. You know what? I want to just be on top forever, and nobody can go and bring me down. The Most High go and bring your ass down. It says, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Scripture say, oh, that they were wise, that they would consider this, that they would remember their latter end. You know? Deuteronomy 32. It says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly. Why America does dwell carelessly? To spread all the military all in people country, because they say they're so big and bad, nobody ain't going to come and attack we. We going in everybody country and attack them. You know? There's just a freaking careless kingdom. They don't really operate with precaution, because they say they're so bad now, boy. You know? That dwelleth carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. And that is what they say. I is no who could make war against me. Scripture say America say that. You know? I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children in one day. Remember I say in one day. In one day. Revelation say in 1 hour I go and come. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. You understand? And what is that? That is the thermonuclear missiles, alright, and the chariots from the laser beams, alright? All them things will come upon you in a day from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? You so-called white people, all you finished. All you finished. I will get over there verse 4 and Ezekiel 35 and 7. Over there verse 4 it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that is what going to go on. You're going to be brought down. You all Edomites going to be brought down. And the fact that the Israelites, the prophets out there on the highways and the byways, proves you all being brought down. Because what we doing out there on the streets is treason to the laws that all you have, but all you can't touch you. Because the angels of the Lord encamped round about them that fear him. Psalms 34 and 7. Now this is Ezekiel 35 and 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Meaning, hey, and in the precept, you know what it say? Or hatred of all. You hate me since a long time. The scripture say, and Esau hated Isaac because, so like Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. You know? Can't further the affliction. You understand? When we supposed to stop get like say between more? When we supposed to stop be persecuted, they persecuted we more because they just had a fucking burning hatred for we. And the most I forget. You see? The time that the iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Meaning it go and chase you anywhere you go. That's why a lot of you Edomites just be getting jacked up right now. You know, there's had some big strong jig hitting all you, some hard cough and all kind of thing beating all you up. You know what videos I see with that? He says, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou had not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, because you didn't hate to shed blood. You know, you did love it, you did enjoy the shed blood. So now it's going to run you down now. Blood shed, people going to come for yours. And you so-called white people all over, you're going to be fucking, hey, Barakataya Hawaba Hashem Yahushai, boy. The day soon coming. Verse 7 it says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Can't. So every last one of you, and Mount Seir right now is America. A modern day Mount Seir. You know? So every last one of you Edomites, all of you are going and feel it. And that is thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? Really, I feel I will close it off there, I will end it off there. Yeah, I feel I will end it off there with that precept. Akim, Tawada for tuning in. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatam. You know? All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. May Yahweh Hashem Yahushai bless all you Akim all around the world. To other Akim for tuning in. This devil white man going down very soon. And we're going to get out of here very soon. Yeah, he's not old devil. You know? He's not old devil. He's a freaking Salakia. He's not new devil, he's an old devil. Salak. He's a very old, he's the oldest devil that I have. This white man. You know? So hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatam Akim. Basham Rakakodash. You know? To all you Akim out there. You same to you are continuing the spirit act. Tawad again for tuning in. This is my one signing now. Shalom to the elect.